good boys. I'm Andrew Hostetler, K-9 handler with CMPD, and this is my new K-9 Monk. So I retired my last dog, and we went and purchased Monk. He came on with us back in about January, and then we started training in February. We've been training ever since, so it's been about 4 months now. Nice. Good boy. We help communicate with them is by, keeping a very positive environment. We ask him to do all sorts of different tasks, and that's the best way for us to communicate is when he does things that I want him to, he gets a reward from it, and most oftentimes it's the ball here that he's got in his mouth, which he loves. Atta boy, Monk. Atta boy, Monk. Oh, good boys.
This is my second dog. They recently retired my other dog, so I got this one, and his name's Bishop. It's been incredible. It's been stressful in the beginning, getting your second dog, and you have one that's trained and you got to start all over. You forget what it's like to have an untrained dog, so there wasn't a lot of sleep for the first 6 weeks with him, but he's come out perfectly. This dog is amazing. Plutz. Plutz. Yes! This is probably unquestionably the friendliest of the bunch. Of course, he's only single purpose, but he is a sweetheart. Like he'll just come up and he just wants to be loved. One of his unique behaviors is when he gets really excited, he just chomps and like this, like his teeth just chatter. I think a misconception is that they're this aggressive machine. I mean, the thing about them is they all have this drive, and that's why they're selected. So they all have the drive, but they're not mean. They're just doing a task. Yes.
So it's a pretty cool story. It was before I was on the unit, but when we hosted the President's Cup here, we had a member on our unit attached to the international team. They loved the relationship between the dog and the handler so much, and with them being with them all week, they made a super generous donation that allowed us to purchase him and another dog, as well as a good amount of our equipment. It's a huge resource. Every day makes a difference. We're still in training, so we're still learning our role and everything, but they're utilized so much across the city in various capacities, and having 2 more is just perfect. 16 weeks, we're working 30 to 40 hours a week on them. And a huge misconception is that we get the dogs already trained up, but really we get them as green as possible. He's about 1.5 years, maybe almost 2 years old, and that's about the age we'd like them. It's when they're fully mature and able to work. So narcotics detection, tracking, building searches, he's pretty good at all of them. I think if he could drive a car, I probably wouldn't have a job. He's really the asset between the two of us. Plutz. Good Plutz. Yes. Atta boy. People have nicknamed him T-1000 from the Terminator movies. He'll love on you 1 second, and as soon as he's given a task, he could care less about affection. He just wants to do whatever you want him to do, whether it is searching, tracking, or trying to find narcotics.
This is K-9 Shield, aka Spanky. Good boy. Come here, Spanks. Come here, Spanks. Hey, out. Out. Plots. Plots. Good boy. He is just spastic. Every day he comes out and he is just so happy to be alive. It's been a lesson. It's been fun. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Come on.